morning, friends. Today in mechanical properties of fluids we have to see the phenomenon of capillarity. Initially we have to see what is meant by capillary tube. A tube having a glass tube having very small bore is called as capillary tube. A tube having very small bore is called as a capillary tube. Now it is found that when such a capillary tube is dipped in the liquid, then it is found that in some liquids the liquid level will be rises inside the capillary tube, and in some case the liquid level will be lowered. It is found that in case of a liquid which partially weights or the completely weights the solid, the liquid level will be rises inside the capillary tube. Means the liquid level inside the capillary tube will be higher than that of the liquid inside the beaker. On the other hand, if such a capillary tube is dipped in a liquid which does not weight the solid, such as mercury, the liquid level inside the capillary tube will be lowered as compared to the liquid level outside the capillary tube, and such a phenomenon is called as capillarity or capillary action. Means now we have to define capillarity or capillary action. The phenomenon of rise or fall of the liquid level inside the capillary tube when dipped into the liquid is called as capillarity. The tube in which liquid level will be raised, it is called as capillary rise, and in case of a liquid whose level will be lowered inside the capillary tube is called as capillary fall. Means the phenomenon of rise or fall of the liquid level inside the capillary tube when dipped into the liquid is called as capillarity or capillary action. Now we have to explain example. Now we have to see the example of capillarity. We know that the liquid level will be, the oil will be rises in the wick of a lamp. On the other hand, the sap or water rises from root to the shoot, root to the top of the tree by the action of capillarity or capillary action. Blotting paper absorbs ink by the phenomenon of capillarity or capillary action. These are the examples of capillarity or capillary action. Now we have to see the molecular theory of the capillarity or capillary action, capillary fall or capillary rise. Initially we have to see the capillary fall of the liquid, capillary fall on the basis of molecular theory. In case of a liquid which does not weight the solid, that is mercury glass pair, in that case the liquid meniscus inside the capillary tube will be convex in outward direction, that is concave in inward direction, convex in outward direction. Now we have to consider the 4 points, point A, point B, point C and point D as shown in figure. here the point A is inside the capillary tube and above the liquid level. Point B is again inside the capillary tube below the liquid level. Point C is above the liquid level but outside the capillary tube, above the plane surface of the liquid outside the capillary tube. Point D is outside the capillary tube but below the plane surface of a liquid. Let PA be the pressure at the point A, PB be the pressure at the point B, PC be the pressure at the point C, and PD be the pressure at the point D. If we compare pressures at these 4 points, then we can say that how the liquid level will be rises or lowered inside the capillary tube. Now the liquid meniscus inside the capillary tube will be convex in outward direction. It is found that the pressure at the point B is greater as compared to the pressure at the point A, that is PA is greater than PB. PB is greater than PA. That means pressure at the concave side is larger as compared to the pressure at the convex side. Now pressure at the point A is equal to pressure at the point C. Because both the points are above the liquid level where there is the atmospheric pressure only. Both the points are in air. A and C are in air. Therefore, at the point A and C there will be the atmospheric pressure. Now, point D is just below the liquid surface, and therefore pressure at the point D is equal to pressure at the point C. That is PD is equal to PC is equal to PA. A, C and D, at which the pressures are equal. But the pressure at the point B is greater. If we compare pressure at the point B and at the point D, both are at the same level in the liquid, but the pressure inside the capillary tube PB is greater than PD. Therefore, pressure inside the liquid, inside the capillary tube will be larger as compared to the pressure outside the point D. And therefore, in order to maintain the equilibrium, the liquid outside the capillary tube will be increases, its level will be increases, and the liquid will be lowered inside the capillary tube. Means in order to achieve the equilibrium condition, pressure, the liquid will be lowered inside the capillary tube, and this is called as capillary fall. In case of a liquid which does not weight the which partially or completely weights the solid, in that case the pressure inside the capillary tube will be lower as compared to the pressure outside the capillary tube, and therefore liquid level will be rises. Same case will be done in case of the liquid which partially or completely weights the solid. That means in case of a liquid which partially or completely weights the solid, then in that case the liquid level will be rises, known as capillary rise, and this is called as capillary fall. Thank you.